Everyone, hope you're doing well. I want to go over a few things, and I've made some changes to the course, and I think it's going to be really helpful for you. In regards to the textbook, you are the first class that I've had to use this new textbook. And it's not a bad textbook. I've been reading it. I really enjoy that it's really straight and to the point. I think it's helpful, especially for a class that's only 1 credit hour, right? So that's helpful. But from the perspective of the lectures that we have, there's some stuff missing in our textbook that I really want you to learn from a law and ethics perspective as you move into the healthcare field. So the lectures that I have are a little bit different. They're going to follow a different PowerPoint, and I think it's important that you learn those things. So you're going to have a lecture, and you're going to have this textbook that might be a little different. The quizzes that we have every week are meant to study, and they're going to have a lot of varying different questions in there. You can take them 2 times. So you can take it 1 time. If you didn't score what you wanted, the same questions will be asked again, and you can take it again. It'll give you actually a chance to say, hey, I missed this. I wonder what this means. Let me Google it. Let me look it up, and try to apply that knowledge in some way, shape, or form. But they're going to be a variety of different questions. And some of the questions are going to be a little bit different than what you might find, of course, pinpointed in the text. And I think that's fine because I want you to learn about these things as we move into the field. However, the questions on your exams will be both found in the text and also something that we talked about in the lecture. In order to help you through this, I actually did additional lectures for you guys, and the first one is going to start this upcoming week. So I'm going to pull that up really quickly for you, and I want you to see it. Apologies there because I had to open actually the module. So Module 6, Chapter 10. Move some stuff around a little bit. You might see that, of course, in the course schedule. So I made some adjustments there just to align things. But really important that you watch both. Watch both lectures because I still want you to learn the original lecture. I think it's important for you. And it's really interesting. I think it's engaging and you're going to learn some new things. And then I'll also do a page-by-page walkthrough of Chapter 10. And I'll do it again in more specifics when we have like a part 2 for that chapter, so more information to come there. So professional ethics in living is what we're going to be talking about. And of course that is Chapter 10, and I think you're going to get a lot out of it. So make sure you read it, watch my video. You can follow along, pause the video, read a little bit more, and I think it'll be helpful for you. You do have a new assignment this week. That assignment is called, of course, the lecture question. So the question for this week is when thinking about the physician-patient relationship, and it's talked about in Chapter 10 at the end and also in our first lecture. How can we legally protect ourselves as caregivers when working with vulnerable individuals or patients? So one post, just write something about that, what your thoughts are. You don't have to reply to anyone. It's just one post. It's due Sunday at midnight. That, of course, is May the 14th. And then you also have your Module 6 review questions. And I want to talk about those a little bit as well. I changed some things in those. So you're going to have questions that are going to pull as well from the chapter's review questions. So it's called study questions in the chapter. So if you go to Chapter 10, at the end, you're going to see on page 259 study questions. And a few of those questions are going to be placed in your review questions as well to align things, and it's going to be essay style, so just write a little bit about your thoughts based on that. I think this is going to really help align the course so it's not confusing, but I want to issue a reminder. The quizzes are really they're review questions as titled, but they're really help you. They're for helping you study. They're not meant to like trick you or do anything from that relationship. So as a learning opportunity, if there's a question that's like you might not understand or you can't find it exactly in your textbook, it's because I want you to learn it, and I think that's important for you to remember. But I'm going to do a little bit more to help align things, and I appreciate you guys, appreciate your patience, and I appreciate working through some of the differences. But I want you to learn both because I think it's important. And I work in healthcare. I have oversight of 15 different buildings. The stuff that I'm teaching you in regards to the lectures on both ends, both the book and the original lecture, are things that you need to learn to move into a healthcare setting. And I think that's something that's most important to me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for listening to this. Remember, you do have 2 assignments this week, the review questions and a lecture question. Really simple. But if you have questions, don't hesitate to email me, call me, whatever works. Thanks so much.